Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another NTW3 battle for you today, and this is not really a battle, this is a siege. We have a glorious fort here, defended by Piedmont, and they've got their guard already in there, ready to defend it tooth and nail. And yeah, it's a glorious, glorious fight. I've been told it's a very bloody one and comes down to the wire, so I'm very excited to see how this one goes down. It does look as though we had some dragoons here. They had a little bit of a skirmish with the French here. Looks like some chevaliers or something. Maybe got a little bit too close to Piedmont lines. They did get away without losing the whole unit. It looks like it's this unit over here. Yeah, got a little too close for the Piedmont army. And yeah, the dragoons there getting a little bit uppity. And they charged in and they tried to do their bit. But yes, this is a battle that was sent in by Ordo, who's a member of my Discord. So thank you very much, man, for sending this one in. He said it's a really, really cool one. It's basically like the Siege of Mantua, or one of the, I can't remember which city he described it as. But I'm not putting it down as a historical battle because the Prussians are here. And I definitely know that the Prussians were not at the Siege of Mantua or any of the Italian sieges. But yeah, we have 1806 Prussia here as well, helping out Piedmont. So yeah, we have 3 Piedmont armies and 1 Prussian army. So it's the army of peas against France and Russia. So yeah, there is a Russian army, like I think it's like 1806 or 80. Oh, it might be 1807, of course, because obviously it's after the Treaty of Tilsit, or Tilsit. So yeah, so it's the like 1807, 1808 Russia that's with France. So yeah, there is actually a theatre of war Russia that is on the French side, and yeah, they're here today fighting alongside the Frenchies. I don't know what French periods we have, but yeah, I imagine they're going to be pretty damn strong, whatever they are. Might be 1812. And maybe Flanders as well. Usually if there's cuirassiers, it's 1815 because well, cuirassiers. Oh, or it could be 1814 if Ledoux's here. That's usually a good sign that it's 1814. So yeah, I think we have 1814, maybe 1812, maybe 1815 as well. But I have no idea really. But yeah, Piedmont is here. And they are ready to go. It looks like they are going to really blob up around this fort, which could work against them, you know, because you know how the morale system works in NTW3. If one unit routs, it upsets the next unit next to it, and then that lowers its morale, and it's like a domino effect, really. So this could like backfire on them to have so many units so in such a small confined space. But we'll see. Prussia is on their way as well. They're just taking a bit of time. Good to see they brought some cuirassiers of their own because they're going to need some heavy cav to deal with Ledoux here. And it looks like what else they got? We've got another cuirassier over there. So yeah, again, more cav. That's good to see. Prussia, you know, should be bringing a lot of cav. It is kind of like a cav heavy faction. Can also bring a lot of cheap cav. Yeah, hussars over here as well waiting. Piedmont's got some decent cav as well. The dragoons, it looks like they brought a lot of them. I don't know how good these ones are. They might be alright, you know. I have no idea. They look fairly, like, you know, like they're in good uniform, so suggest maybe they're fairly elite, but I have no idea with Piedmont. It's one of the least played factions, I feel like, in replays I get sent in. Don't often see them at all. Got artillery here waiting patiently. Looks like this Russian cav is just, you know, waiting for an opportunity to get up there. I don't know how easy it is for them, pathfinding-wise, to get after cannons. They should be able to get these ones, I would have thought, these 6-pounder horse artillery if they wanted to, and I think they are about to go for it now. Looks like some ruins have been captured by someone, but yeah, we're gonna have to see. Yeah, looks like here we go. Dragoons are shifting across, and that's gonna scare off those Russian cav. I don't know why this Lancer here has not gone into action, but they should definitely go into action. Maybe just to scare off the Cossacks, get rid of these guys. Don't want them getting too close. That is for sure. And yeah, looks like French infantry is on its way forward now. We have got, I mean, if I'll be focusing down these big cavalry units. There's a big chasseur cheval here. Start hitting that, and I mean, they can also see Ledoux. I mean, if we can see it, then that means Piedmont can see it. I mean, if you can shoot at it, that'd be great. But I mean, it might be a bit covered by buildings right now. Yeah, they need to really need to get rid of that Cossack, and they are doing that with the horse artillery here. It's firing damage, and this horse is stuck in the cannon. That is going to only end badly for that horse. That is, yeah, that's not good. And again, over here, what's going on? The Piedmont horses clearly do not know how to position themselves. But But yes, if you're enjoying all things NTW3 and want to see some more glorious Napoleonic action, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. It would just help out the channel. We have recently hit 10k subs, or at least we did. I don't know if we're still at it. But yes, very close to 10k, or we've hit it already. So yeah, thank you very much. I am planning on like a 10k special for this weekend's stream. So yeah, if you want to make sure you don't miss out on that, then do hit the notification bell so you don't miss out and you get a notification of when that stream will be taking place. Yeah, it does look as though we're going to have Benedetto de Sevilla. Oh, okay, there we go. They're not going to catch the Cossacks, but you know, Lancers are giving it a good go. We have got, I think, 2 generals just chilling in here. So yeah, they've occupied the ruins, which is fair enough. It shows that they're not going to give up. They're not going to give up this fort. It's like if you get into this fort, our generals are dying here. I like that. I like that. But yeah, we've got grenadiers in here. We've got the guard. More grenadiers. There are lots of grenadiers actually. Which shows that they're a really good faction. Our Piedmont for grenadiers, and I've been told that like they form like a pike square, which is like it's like a full square basically. It's not like a hollow square. Piedmont, so like their units can kind of still fire while like give it like a good volley fire while also being in square, which is quite handy. And yeah, their units are pretty big, like 130. There's some other units over here like 151. Like there's some big units. These are provincial ordinanza, so I feel like they're like just militia. That might be wrong. Yeah, look at this. This is an impressive defense being formed up here. Yeah, more guard real here. So they've got some decent units around, some decent squirrels. But yeah, look at this. Sardinia is preparing to be besieged. Prussia is kind of like, you know, sitting to one side. They're like, nah, not for us. Maybe they did get the Cossacks. Maybe they got routed by. They might have been routed by artillery. They have re-rallied though. But yeah, it looks like both sides are, you know, playing it cool, playing it patient. The Russians have set up their artillery over here. We've got a horse artillery battery and then also a foot artillery. I presume these are like 12-pounders for firing from this range. Blasting away. They're still hitting this building though. They might need to sort their angles out. Yeah, we've got, looks like some artillery up here that they're maybe trying to aim for. Yeah, this is one impressive battle. You don't often see a siege battle in NTW3, but this is very much turning into one. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this one goes down. And like I said, I feel like they don't want to like get too bunched up to Piedmont, just in case they were to start a mass rout. Also, the cav just standing in front. I feel like that's only asking to get shot at by artillery or muskets from the French. But we'll see what they do. Maybe they're going to have a big old cav fight before the actual siege begins. Which if they do, that might work for the French with those nasty heavy cuirassiers and also the Ledoux that is waiting around. If you don't know what Ledoux is and why I'm like bigging it up, imagine like a grenadier, a big angry grenadier, then put on a horse, and yeah, they're like sent into battle. That's basically what it is. It's a grenadier, a mobile grenadier basically. They're very scary. They're also like part of the guard, so they're the best of the best. They're not any old grenadiers, they're the best of the best. We've got Jaeger here for the Russians now appearing, so yeah, it seems like Russia is getting ready for an assault. We've got howitzers going off as well. You can see like the flames coming off, so someone's firing howitzers somewhere. More than likely, I imagine it's the Russians. The Russians often bring the howitzers. Could be a French player, I guess. They do have obusiers. It's like howitzer, I think, in Russian or something. I don't know. But yeah, they are getting very much ready. I'm kind of intrigued to see how this one goes down. Seems like we've got 12-pounders here rolling up. The Prussians here taking their time with their artillery, it seems. You know, maybe they're going to add them to the siege defenses. I doubt it. They could probably do with, well, maybe actually they might. 12-pounders are going to be unfortunately not very useful for like pushing forward with the main army. This little 6-pounder, that will go nicely. I think that's a horse artillery, so yeah, that's going to move nicely with the army. So yeah, so that's going to be very handy. But yeah, these are 12-pounders. Put them in the fort. Get them in there. Add guns to the defenses. Yeah, if you want to send in your own replays, then like Auto did for this one, then feel free to send in your replays to my Discord. The link is down below in the description. Oh, more glorious howitzers going off, doing a little bit of damage, killing a few Piedmont boys. But yeah, if you want to send in your replays, whether it's NTW3, whether it's any Total War replay from any sort of game, feel free to send it in to my Discord. The link is down below in the description. That is what you just have to do. Yes, looks like we are at a little bit of a dull point. I'm gonna make a cut, and I will return once the advance begins. From, I imagine it's gonna be the French, not the coalition forces. I'll see you guys in a moment. Hey Legionnaires, we are back, and it is starting to spice up here as we have some Dragoons going in against some Chasseurs Cheval. It looks like on the other side as well. Looks as though the looks like some Lancers have also managed to scare off some French cav. Actually looks like they're going in for another fight here. Oh yeah, there's a big cav unit that's oh, they've run into Ledoux, of course. They ran into Ledoux, have these Lancers. Uh-oh, that is not so good. So yeah, this literally was like about a 5-10 minute down period where the French have just basically been getting into position. They're starting to sort of like encircle or try to encircle the Piedmont forces, but you can see Piedmont's cav is very overwhelming on this side here, and they have forced back the French. They sent these chasseurs packing. It looks like this other cav here, the Chevaliers, are running for their lives. They're like, get back to France, fellas. Piedmont's too strong over here. And yeah, Piedmont's dashing. I don't think it's really worth it. You don't want to exhaust your carry before you've even got into the fight. So yeah, definitely I'll start to walk now. I don't think you're going to catch these guys. There's 2 units of Chevaliers here. Actually, Chevaliers and a chasseur there. Yeah, Piedmont, very overwhelming when it comes to this cav here. These Dragoons are really strong, it seems. And going to be able to do a lot of damage. Yeah, it looks like they brought La Cavalerie de Savoy as well, which might be like a Carry Battalier sort of like level. So like heavy cav sort of like level unit. But they are, yeah, overwhelming with like cavalry superiority on this side of Piedmont. Other side looks like maybe could be a bit of an issue for Prussia, you know, cavalry coming in. But actually, wow, really? Ledoux has just gone in. I think it's a smaller Ledoux, but it's gone in and just got destroyed by musketeers. It just did a frontal charge. Definitely was not worth it. And we've got Ledoux now going in over here as well, and it looks like he's going in against the Prussians under here into the Prussian lines that are down here, and that is bold. And yeah, he's broken. What a mistake there by the French, using Ledoux so early on and getting nothing from it. Absolutely nothing from it. This unit's broken. It's got hundreds of riders left. And you can see here the skirmish like running them down almost. I'm going to see cuirassiers actually get pushed forward, I think, maybe to make sure that this unit never comes back and is depleted. That is a massive loss there for the French. They're going to have to really sort of pull it back from that. But yeah, and it looks like also a French infantry unit maybe was trying to push forward. It's changed its mind. I think this is 1806 France or something like that. It's like 1805, 1806 France. It's like the style uniform, just like the shade that they're in, the shading that they're in, it's very distinctive, and sort of like they're, yeah, it's, I don't know, unless you see them, you just can recognize them. So I think, yeah, we've got like an 1806 maybe instead, which would make sense why we've got cuirassiers as well. But yeah, Ledoux just getting absolutely wiped out. I think they've mostly been ridden down here as well. Yeah, you can see all the riders. The cuirassiers just ridden them down, got rid of most of that unit, and I think this is a little chasseur as well that's also been broken. So yeah, France losing some of its elite cavalry early on. Don't know what they were doing, what was going through their mind. I guess they just thought that Ledoux, unsupported, could just break armies on its own, which it really cannot. Got lots of Dragoons and cav back here for some reason for the Prussians. I don't know why they're keeping them so far back, but they are. And again, it looks like the Piedmont player is trying to. Oh, he's actually going after infantry that's trying to go for a cav point. That's not. It's a nice little find there. It's actually managed to get. It looks like a little Saxon unit. Yeah, a little Saxon unit. So yeah, we definitely have 1806. Yeah, these Saxons are fighting for the French, and yeah, they've routed them easily enough. The Prussians will be very happy to see them gone, because you know the Saxons, you know, they should be loyal Germans fighting with Germany, but no, they're not. They're fighting with the French. Dirty traitors. But yeah, we've got some more Saxons here, some Saxon skirmishers, chipping away at the Piedmont forces, trying to do their bit. And here we go. France and Russia is coming forward here. It looks like we've got Russian musketeers here coming in, and looks like also, what else we've got here? We've got Guard as well. Looks like we've got Grognards and also like maybe middle guard here, like Fusiliers or something. So this is going to be interesting. They're blobbing up, they're standing on top of each other. I don't know what they're doing here. Whether it's a newer player, I don't know. But here we go, we've got like National Guard, or these actually might be veterans coming forward here. So yeah, looks like we're going to see the guard go in. And I think this player just thinks he's got like guardsmen, and he just thinks they're supercharged. I honestly think this must be what he thinks. You can't keep them blobbed up like this. It's going to make it, yeah. This is just going to make it like really targets for the Piedmont player here. Yeah, it looks like this other French player over here is instead of we've got sappers here, just doing a bit there, kind of like grenadiers. But yeah, I'm waiting for the guard to go in. See what he's doing. Going in bit by bit. The Russians going as well. I think we're going to just see an all-out assault here from the French, and that's it. Cuirassiers actually went in, failed as well to break through the lines here again. So that is more good to see. And we've got Carabineers and the cycle forwards. They're like Grenadier, light infantry extension as well, a really good unit. And here we go. Looks like the guard are just going to get absolutely destroyed here. And see, looks like middle guard break. The Grognards still alive. They're going to get in there. They're still on decent morale. But yeah, some of the middle guard breaking. It just seems like a really, really poor attack here from the French. And here we go. In go the dragoons. And they are going to get Russian dragoons getting in. They're going to get the guns. Now they just need to back that up with infantry assault around the back, because there's a hole in the line there. And here you go, the guard row. And that's what you get for blobbing up. You can't just like march all the way in. You're going to have to stand and shoot a bit. And they could have outshot Piedmont probably. Just a little bit. They don't have to do lots. And there you go, the French also going in. This is what I'm saying with the pike square being formed here. The Legion, Deke, Akapan. I don't know. This basically is a 200-man unit here. He's able to fire like while still in squares. Very, very impressive. And in go the French. They're doing okay in melee. Fighting a little Piedmont unit there. Piedmont routing here. It seems to... quite sure of what actually. Oh, Russian Jaeger up here, that's what it is. They've broken through there. France here mass routing on this side here. Prussia is now swinging round because the French have nothing over in this corner now. They've kind of thrown everything towards the fort, and yeah, now here comes Prussia trying to swing in and close that door. Don't know where the rest of the French are. There's been a big cab fight as well that's taking place over here. France is winning it. He's got another Ledoux here coming in, and they're going to try and help win the fight. Looks like we've got more cuirassiers here as well. A lot of cuirassiers and Ledoux as well. My gosh, how many Ledouxs were there? But yeah, so it looks like they're throwing all of those in. Wow, I'm like scarily impressed by how many Ledouxs they brought. It also cost them in the infantry department because they have no infantry here for this push. They're making a desperate push here against Piedmont, trying to break through, failing in most areas. Grenadiers here are fighting on hard. Until they're Grenadiers because they've got the red on their shakos. But they're routing. They are routing. Here comes more French to fill in the gaps. I mean, Russia really should have good melee infantry units, but it looks like even they're getting thrown back. And yeah, Prussia is arriving with reinforcements. Getting rid of these sappers. These big angry men with their axes. Known for breaking down doors, but they ain't breaking down doors today. France here, yeah, needs to turn with his National Guard, and just face off against the Musketeers. He's going to get outgunned. He's going to get beaten here. And this is what happens when you just let one player, like, left on his own. This is a fresh Prussia just arriving here to do what it needs to do. There are a lot of Piedmont units starting to rout, which is optimistic for the French here. Here you go, see the French coming in with a good bayonet charge here. This might break through. Grenadiers for the Piedmont breaking as well. Yeah, French really going in. They're blobbing up though. That is a no-no in NTW3 anyway. It kind of usually breaks rules, but also it's not maximising your own troops. You can see one routing French there. So the side charge from Grenadiers, and that's causing the rest of them to rout. So actually it's not in your favour to blob up. We've got cuirassiers coming in here. They're getting stopped by squares. And they're getting shot by their own French troops as well, which is certainly not going to help. And yeah, you can see they're disengaging there. And more French troops being routed. Piedmont here actually has sallied down a little bit with Grenadiers. I thought he was going to get kicked out. Yeah, they there he is. The French have forced him back. And the Russians now going in with their own infantry. Red lining already. Finding grenadiers. There you go, they are gone. And yeah, the French are just, you know, meleeing. They're just going in mindlessly. I mean, they are, yes, France is better suited to melee than Piedmont is. But if you're just going to charge in mindlessly and not coordinate it like they are doing right now, then it does not work. There you go, routed. Wow. Absolute carnage. I'm intrigued to see if the French can turn this around. I'd struggle to see if they can. They've got reserves. Russia's still got a fair few troops, and we've still got all those heavies, which, though it is a fort, it's not exactly like a fort, so the heavies can get in there and do good damage. Problem is, it's getting the squares. This is what France has got to do a little bit of. They've got to do a bit of shooting. Got to do a bit of shooting, try and weaken Piedmont up a little bit. Like, try and do some damage to them this way, and then go in for a charge. They're going to do it, and they've got to do it incrementally. You've got to edge yourself forward. I mean, it's going to be difficult. Piedmont's going to get side shots here on you. Yeah, it's a difficult one to take on. A general has died. So there you go. A general has been taken out. I think that might be a French one gone. Yeah, you can see some of the bodyguard down here. So yeah, France has gone into general, I think, and they're just being assassinated here by the dragoons of Prussia. So that is not good. That is one French army pretty much knocked out of the game. Prussia here having the easiest game of his life, really. Not really had any sort of issues. I mean, his army is very vulnerable to two cavalry. He can't really form square. You do rely on the cavalry superiority. And he's not really had to worry about it. He's had about one Ledoux charge at him. Well, two actually, a small one as well. And yeah, you can push them back pretty easily because he just charged in mindlessly. In go the French again. Ledoux is leading the way. Trying to break through. Piedmont here is probably just going to blast his own troops and also Ledoux here. It's a sacrifice willing to do, and yeah, you can see got the 6-pounders here. They're loading up, they're priming. They're just going to blast Ledoux out of the sky. Not quite out of the sky. I guess they're not really, you know, we're not airborne. That would be concerning if we had airborne Napoleonic troops. Again, more infantry getting routed here. Again, man's marching forward. There you go, the artillery firing into Ledoux, doing some damage, but they're still unfazed. France is actually kind of making a bit of a headway here. This is what you've got to do. You've got to support your heavy cav with infantry. The heavy cav like Ledoux can take a lot of hits. You can see here, it's still green, it's still happy. This is what you're going to do. You've got to rely on these sort of elite units. And then back it up with like guards, maybe like grognards or just grenadiers or something like that. And then you can do a lot of damage. We now got cuirassiers getting in here. And they're going to charge into more infantry here. These guys can form square, and they're going to. So yeah, the cuirassiers there, unfortunately, are not going to have too much effect. Looks like Ledoux still getting in, you can see. He's still doing some damage. You can rear charge back at these Piedmont troops like the Guardia Real here, do some damage to them. Most of these units over here seem like they can form square though, so it's going to be running into a wall there. French infantry that went up to support, that's just dying. There are some infantry here that can be charged if the cav can get back to this side. These guys can't form square. Not that the French know that. Musketeers over here. They're all getting ready. Gonna have a good old line fight, it seems, with Russia. Russia is kind of boxing up a little bit. It's got troops over here still in the town that aren't doing anything. He needs to act. He needs to do some stuff. He's got troops kind of scattered everywhere doing nothing. He's now acting. He's making some moves. Russia and France are coming up. Now is the time that these heavies here have got your infantry. They've pinned it down in square. You've got to then get infantry, get some bayonets twirling and charging squares. It's the best time to do it. See, that's how you coordinate cav and infantry. Force the infantry to form square with the cavalry, and then you quickly get the cav out, or you keep it in there for a little bit, and then you have infantry come up to back it up and charge with bayonets. Ideally not from behind, like from the side of so you don't rear charge your own cavalry, because that won't do good for morale either. Yeah, here's another cuirassier coming forward. So yeah, it really seems like the French went hard on elites, like went for quality over quantity, and that honestly sometimes does not work in your favour. You can often get a lot of good quantity troops as France. It's one of the things that they excel in, certainly in some periods, is mass. More grenadiers going in. Pushing these guys back. I do love the grenadiers' hats. They're very funny. There you go. They're pushing back the French there. I mean, it seems like they made some progress. I mean, the bodies up here, there's probably a lot of these are French. But the bodies up here are incredible. Here we go. Another big cav fight now taking place over here. Ledoux going in, is taking on some cuirassiers. We've got more French cav there as well. Looks like they actually might finish off these cuirassiers. Yes, Dragoon unit as well. Yeah, I think the cuirassiers here of Prussia might have outdone themselves. They might be able to take it out. Yeah, Ledoux should win that fight. Ooh, those Dragoons might just get out of there. Yeah, that might even up the fight. Well done there by Piedmont, you know, helping out his teammate, firing to the cav combat there. And it looks like, yeah, Grenadiers coming down the hill here to Piedmont, and they're going to break these guys. There you go, got rid of them. There's a general here that's very much on the front line now. And yeah, the French have been blown away. Really have not, the players have not really covered themselves with glory in this one. It's obviously very different to a normal sort of like battle, so I can understand, but you kind of just got to play it a little bit like a land battle. And also, if they wanted to, the French and the Russians, I don't know how much of the Prussian army they could see, because obviously we were looking from the coalition perspective, so we could see all of it. But the French should really maybe try to isolate Prussia, because they were outside the walls, and then come for Piedmont maybe. And they did a good job. I feel like this assault over here kind of worked a bit. They got the cav up and in. You've got to kind of just like get cav up if they form square, and then just charge into and then charge with bayonets after to try and like charge into the squares. Ledoux has won its fight here against the cuirassiers, so well done to them. And they are now just sitting here, I guess, resting up, trying to just avoid going back in. But there's not much left. I mean, we've got Russia making one last stand here, really, against Piedmont. It's certainly one of the quicker battles that I've seen. A general has fallen. It's one of the French ones getting stuck in against Russians and Piedmont troops here. So yeah, they have they've had a rough game, put it like that, the French troops. A very rough game. Got a Russian, got a little Russian cuirassier, or something like a lifeguard cuirassier going in. Don't know where that's been, but it's obviously coming in. I think this might be Cavalry Guard, maybe, because it's such a small unit. So they're going to go in. Yeah, I feel like all the Imperial forces went elites, and it did not work in their favour, and they're getting gunned down, those poor cuirassiers now. That's sad to see. General's going to get, he's actually stuck in melee with Piedmont. Get out of there, buddy. Let your line infantry save the day. We've got a few French troops over here. Again, also artillery for the French. Not really used. Like, they could have brought it up a lot closer. Start blasting at the Piedmont forces that are just like tightly knit in there. We've got more young guard here set up, so yeah, they've still got a few guards littered about. Yeah, really just rush was the attack. Just as soon as like things got close to the fort, it was like get it into the fort. It was just, yeah, how not to attack the fort, basically. It really was. It looks like we're going to see maybe. I mean, I've just sent these Prussians into melee. I think they can do it. They're orange lining, and most of these French just at the sheer sight of the coalition forces. Russia is probably regretting changing sides and joining the French. They are getting kicked out by Italians. Yeah, there's not a lot left. It's just that one Ledoux We've got the French, I don't know, sending around some Saxons, getting them into the line somewhere. We still have artillery back here, so we've got some Saxon line artillery, I think this is. Like, yeah, some foot artillery here. Don't know what they're planning to do. They're just setting up. They're kind of being obscured by Russians themselves, so they need to tell a Russian player to get his infantry out of the way. He wants to not get blasted himself. French artillery here, at least, you know, pinning down the Prussians in front of them, probably do some decent damage. I just use canister, just keep blasting away. They've lost one artillery crew, I think. Yeah. So getting hit hard at the crew. There you go. Yeah, they are firing to them. I think they are using canister to do some decent damage here to the musketeers ahead of them. So that's good to see. And here we go. We've now got Prussian hussars got into the back lines here, and that's going to take out this general. And that is an easy win there. Nice little kill, and now they can just mop up any of these like little French units here. I'd imagine just rear charge them, also send in the infantry. That's what you do, just sandwich units in NTW3, and you kill stuff. I mean, it obviously was going to be hard for the French to sandwich stuff in that fort, but that's why I was kind of like saying by like you have the cav pin squares, and then you get bayonets to go in. And here you go, the final brutal blow by Piedmont. Kind of blobbing, but the battle is over. So yeah, you don't really blob if you can afford it. Certainly, like the community I play with quite often, it's blobbing is kind of a no-no. But they kind of like actually pulled out a lot of the units once they kind of like engaged. I think Piedmont actually lost a unit from all that as well. It actually does do damage to your own troops. You don't want to like just side charge or rear charge your own men. It does upset them. And I think this might be that one last Ledoux. Going back in. Huzzah for the Emperor! Trying to save their guns here. I mean, and you can see it's already redlining. Probably because of the loss of generals, but also maybe army losses as well. The best way to deal with Ledoux is you pin him down with one unit, preferably cav, and then you shoot with infantry. It looks like in this weird scenario, the infantry here actually might be able to pin him down themselves. Well, maybe not. So you can see that redlining. They're not happy about that. Piedmont, though, is doing the right thing and shooting them in the side. That's probably is also shooting his own troops accidentally, but that's just musketeers. They're inaccurate. And it looks like Ledoux's going to charge in. He might rout here. He's got to be exhausted as well, I would have thought. Last minute shots there. I don't know how to count that as fibbing. They hadn't quite engaged with Ledoux, but yeah, unlucky either way for Ledoux. Didn't get off there with the charge, and there you go. They're routed, and I think that is pretty much game. There is one French unit in this building here, and that is all we're waiting for, really. So I'm just going to fast forward as we just wait for. I think they're actually just pounding it to the ground. I think. Well, no, there's melee going on in there. It's this musketeer here. They're losing slightly, but I would have thought that maybe the French would have also would have been losing. But there you go. I think, yeah, this is going to collapse the building, and the unit there inside routes along with the Prussian one. And yeah, there we go. I think that is game. So yeah, there you go. A victory for the coalition. A pretty decisive one, actually. I was thinking it was going to be a lot closer looking at... Like, I got a screenshot of the bodies. And yeah, there are a lot of dead down here. My gosh. Like, the amount of bodies that the Piedmont players, like, have got... put there are mostly French, I think. I don't think Piedmont's really got a lot of dead there, but I do not know. But yeah, hopefully put up the end results for you guys to have a look at. It's, like I said, sent by Auto, so thank you very much, man, for sending this one in. Certainly was an interesting one. Nice to see Piedmont in action, and nice to see a siege battle. Makes a little bit of difference. Even if it's not the closest, it kind of like makes for a nice change in NTW3 to see a good siege. But yeah, France really well defeated. Yeah, certainly, hopefully the players will learn a little bit from that. Like in NTW3, can't just like send things in willy-nilly. Elites on their own, and like the guards we saw in like Ledoux right at the beginning, they aren't gonna be able to take on armies themselves. They're not army killers. They need support. They need support just to then be able to kill armies. They can kill armies, but they need help. They can't do it all on their own. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, put the end results up. The unit stats are here for Auto's Piedmont army. His Legion Deglia there getting 188 kills. The Provincial Ordnance are getting 170 kills, 135 with the Dragoon there. Some of his other like Legion Legera there getting 129 kills. So they're like light infantry. 104 with another Provincial Ordnanza there. The Guard Real getting 91 kills. Artillery 77. But yeah, there are the rest of the kills if you want to have a look at those. But there you go, guys. That is today's battle. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, do remember leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And don't forget to leave, hit that notification bell as well, so you know when the next NTW3 battle or stream is out. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.